17, 25. Yeah, still Moxie, doesn't matter to me. Light snow. I never played with it being snow before.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the National Football League.
Let's go.
We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. Pharaoh Cooper now going to bring it out. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
I'm an idiot. Why did I do that?
Picked off by Adrian Phillips. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
All right.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones.
Take it. Oh, mother. How did I miss that guy?
Get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football.
Because I should have went left.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Good.
To the 25 before it's all said and done. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
No!
Incomplete.
What the hell? Dude, you were good.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, Lord.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Dude, where's stupid shotgun shit, man?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over
what
it
the
that time,
hell?
and it's going to lead to
caught
3rd
that.
down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again.
You got it. You got it.
Keep the feet in. Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. A solid blocking up
one guy on the left is about
max
close to getting
the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Back away there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starts with a run by White. White lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Oh, come on, bruh. Why did you fall?
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there.
Might be too much.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's caught.
Touchdown again.
And he will take it on in.
Touchdown again.
Touchdown. Kenny Galladay on the touchdown throw from Daniel Jones. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Gano now to add the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Good.
And now out come the Patriots. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Jones now throwing on first down. Finding Bourne here over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On second down, it's Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's Jones. Off play action.
No.
Getting it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
So times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback.
And with a flag down, he goes down.
What the hell? Come on.
Sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants.
We're right there. Yo, get it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely.
Twice, and we're right there. We're, what, 5 yards away?
Fumbling, and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Can't even, I think we're so close, I can't even really, gotta run. I mean,
the defense gets him the ball
throw.
via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Jones will try and run with it. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
3 touchdowns in like 4 minutes.
Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Giants are able to
playing
strike
like 10 minutes.
to
I would have made 3 touchdowns.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past it.
Gano for the extra point.
Good, the wind's still coming in the same direction.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor.
Yo,
Tackle going to be made right
tackle by
there
3 guys.
at the 25-yard line.
Hey, my guy's hungry, yo.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go play action here on first and rush coming, and he's taken down.
I didn't fall for that thing again.
Blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
I figured it was the guy,
front seven
but I
defensively.
had a feeling he was messing with me again. She got me with that in the
And I
last
think
one.
at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
What? Yeah,
I don't care what the down distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot
Oh.
quicker.
I'm hitting the wrong thing.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now.
They haven't even done past 25.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
That's insane. He basically threw him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised there's a flag on that. That guy he just spun him around and threw him. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. Wow, they got to return it? I didn't even realize.
21-0 our score.
Oh, wow, the quarter ended.
After 1.
Look at that. We were about to get the ball back and things, too. That's insane.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll be a net
I should have pretended I was going left and right. I could have got at least 5-10 more yards.
They're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
First down. What? No! This guy, yo. He screwed up.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to
so good. All you had to do was fall. You were already in the touchdown. You were already in the first down.
And carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
Oh, crap, it was.
Here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football.
He was down before the ball
This is
came
a
loose.
tough one to overturn.
Oh, wow. I mean, it looks like it. Oh, shit.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Wow. That's gotta hurt.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
I should have thrown to this other guy. I saw him wide open. His circle.
Catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones.
Come on. My God.
But the catch is made. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there.
Dude, look at that. My man,
1st
Barkley right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Almost got it stolen and then stole it right back. Yeah, 21-yard catch. Good shit. I'm not really good with the rights, but
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Go.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley again, and he is in.
That's a goal right into the boot. My guy Barkley, yo, he's good.
His 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Gano now to add the extra point.
Well, the wind's actually helping us in this one. Even the wind is like, they ain't going against these guys.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
28.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
All right, middle.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taylor now to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That's insane.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
That's hilarious.
Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle,
He still got it.
Tight end Ingram.
He still got it.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Had that stolen from him. The guy took a step forward. Yeah, that was a risky play. I just got that by pure luck.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley.
Oh.
Get him down after a pickup of 8.
A yard away from first.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And
the
I give him that.
Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
What the hell am I so far away?
They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. His throw
threw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He finds Aguilar in the middle.
Get back.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
And we get the ball back.
Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30.
Yeah.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about?
Oh, he caught. Oh, no! Damn!
And he went out and played.
That would have made up for everything.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up
that would have made
down.
up for everything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Is that the PS5? What is that?
To throw again, Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
had to say move these Giants. Move these chains don't make no sense.
Now Jones off the play fake. And that's complete to Shepard.
Wide open.
And touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 45 yards. And the Giants open the lead up to 34-0.
Problem.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Down to the right and no good.
With the win thing,
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times
midnight
I've gone down.
work
It's
tomorrow.
where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front?
No.
They'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. Harris starts the drive on the ground.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
God, see, PS5 good though. Who cares about that?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in
2-1.
this first half of action.
Oh damn, it's only the first half.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Actually, let me get that.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Not only a substitute, not only an interception, a touchdown. It's 40-0.
Since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is
it's only the first half.
Try and regroup and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast,
That's
then
crazy.
I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Like, I know it's kind of dumb, but I kind of want to get this thing.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on
42.
offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
That's insane.
Taylor now to return it. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Meanwhile, Jones throws
he was about to get first down. He threw his ass back.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jones now on first down. He completes it to Henry. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Jones. Got the connection here to Board. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
What he said.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Right back to Henry.
Going nowhere.
He's got it again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
Damn, all right.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Jones. And they're going to be off target and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. a snow front that has socked much of the East Coast, not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Taylor now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work,
This guy's trying to make a
and try
field
and
goal?
put something together here in the second half.
They'll start the drive with Harris.
I was saying, that's what I said, field goal. I was like, this guy's trying to make a field goal from that far away.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
I like that one.
First down, here's White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Henry.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Open man right side, Myers.
Yeah, foul too.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Dude, I'm trying to find something and I can't find it. Thinking I put it on.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Oh, I remember who gave it to me now. Damn, what the hell is that guy's YouTube, Instagram thing? It was, it's the guy who gives, like, free software advice all the time. Oh, there it is. Alright. I know it's on his channel. I just can't remember which one. I gotta look through this thing now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Harris.
Come on. Like, dude was ready to get him, and he just like kept going.
Gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down at 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is born. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Catches now.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Damn. They finally got a touchdown.
Patriots. Jacoby Myers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point up and good by Folk. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cooper on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Still comfortably on top 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. A gain of 6.
You should have been going that way, not that way.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And inside the 20
My guy was
before
going to
he's
keep
brought
going,
down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He'll try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Like 7 touchdowns.
A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley, and the Giants just continue to pour it on. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This complete to Henry over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Jones. Off play action.
Oh, what the f... Yo, this guy made a whole fucking U-turn.
The Giants get there.
Yo, this guy made a whole U-turn. I was like, where are you going?
It takes us to a 4th down.
Look at him. This guy came out of nowhere and made a whole damn U-turn.
before they can get the punt
Third
away
quarter
whistles. As we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh,
Out right to Bourne. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's always gonna be the same damn thing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Which one was 50?
From the 22, Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Leonard Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Open man is Myers. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Folk's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Did they have 3 before? I don't know they get 10. Oh, no, they had
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20.
Who wants some?
Touchdown, Giants. Called out a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
I did it, and I still don't believe it.
Well,
Are you
just having
shitting
fun.
me?
I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here are special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack
60.
on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A first down carry for Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down and 4, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
I just help. Damn.
Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
3?
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
That's insane. Game's almost done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
6 minutes.
Taylor now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England's offense set to go.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%.
Let the game end already.
Here it's 3rd and 3. Completes it to Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's all we got? All right. Whatever.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here we go. 55.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he drops it incomplete.
He drops it.
And their struggles continue here. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now Folk for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
You know what that means?
So
You
that
gotta
drive
make it
takes them down the
disrespectful.
field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
It's got to be that we're running.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Jones throwing on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described. Pressure.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Y'all better do something. Game's over.
A big offensive experience. possession help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
We got more in the fourth quarter. Good. That game was nuts, y'all. I was getting interceptions left and right. Like, it's crazy.